What's up, my good people of the world? It's yours truly, Mr. Hughes. We back with another one. Before we even get started, if you're not locked in with me, what you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel, hit that notification so you can stay in the loop of when I got new content dropping, all right? Now, this episode, I want to give y'all the backstory and my personal review for the event I recently attended to, which is called Cymatics Music Tour. First things first, how did I come across this event? Honestly, scrolling down my timeline, to be honest with you. I was scrolling down my timeline, I came across a dope ass video advertisement, looked real good, looked real intriguing. I'm all for networking. I'm big on business and networking, you know, so when I saw that, I looked at that as an opportunity. So my initial thought, hell yeah, let me get a VIP ticket. I've never been to an event like this before. Let me see what's to it, you know. I figured it would be a good opportunity to network with some pretty dope artists, which there were some dope ass artists there, man. Dope artistry from just rappers, singers, dope ass beat productions. It was even techno artists up there, man. Techno. I get it in with everybody, man. But I want to speak to y'all as far as my experience. I'm going to speak on everything. I'm going to speak on the highs. I'm going to speak on the lows. All right? Okay. First thing first. I paid for a VIP ticket, which was $100. What came with the VIP ticket, pretty much, you get like a goodie bag. Within that goodie bag, you got a flash drive full of sound kits for beat production, sample kits, things of that nature. So you was getting plugged with things throughout the night with that. As well as they gave you a whole bundle of plugins sent directly to your email that you can download. I haven't even went through it yet. That's good to know. I already let one of my buddies know, one of my guys that I have produced some of my great music. Shout out to my boy, Mr. International M.C. If y'all don't know who he is, man, get in tune with him. Got some of the dopest production in the city. I'm telling y'all now, lock in with him. Y'all want some dope ass production for y'all projects? Holla at my boy International MC, man. You hear me?
I got an album called Flying on Standby. I put 4 years into that piece of work. You should check it out. I've been gone for so long, you can't stop a fella. I can produce for O3 Rockefeller. Fix the mood, change your view on the blueprint. This is God, grace, and OG's 2 cents. I've been doing this before Mick Jenkins talking water. International chessboard, move across borders. Producer, engineer, artist in no order. Cook up classics before they get recorded.
Going back to that, the VIP came with some dope plugins. Besides that, that's all I really got for the VIP perk. So if I'm being honest with y'all, I didn't really feel like I was VIP.
What's the word, my good people? Is yours truly, Mr. Hughes. Look, I just wanted to follow up with y'all real quick in regards of my review of Cymatics Music Tour and the VIP ticket in particular. Listen. So I finally downloaded everything that they gave me for buying a VIP ticket. Wait a minute. Look at this. 73, nope, let me rephrase that. 73.3 gigs worth of heavy artillery. I got sound packs for days. Do you hear what I'm saying? Hold on, let me show you what I'm talking about, man. Look, try to speedball this. See all these folders? I'm gonna click on something random. Click on something random. There go another folder, right? Let me click on that one. Y'all see that? All sound packs. I can make beats for days. With that being said, buying that VIP ticket, it just bumped everything up to a whole nother level. Shout out to Cymatics, man. Word.
The event itself, now, it started at 6 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. It started at 6 o'clock and it ended at 11. I got there by 6:40-ish. And let me tell y'all, man, when I got there, so the way the entry was, it's a bar at the bottom. So, you know, I saw a few people in there, so I'm like, all right, cool. We got people coming in. Meanwhile, I hear the music, but it's just not right where I'm at. It was upstairs. So when I went upstairs, man, listen to me. That shit was rocking already. Man. And the way the venue was upstairs, it had two sides to it. So when the event first started, everybody was on one side. It was a healthy amount of people in there already at 6:40, you know? So I ain't used to that. You know, an event started at 6 o'clock. I expect people to start showing up later, you know, things of that nature. But it was actually in reverse. It was a lot of people there early and more people were showing up throughout the night. It was a beautiful night. Let me tell y'all about the energy. See, I gotta take my glasses off. Let me take my glasses off and do something real quick. Listen, let me tell y'all about the energy of the event, man. Fix my watch a little bit. So the event itself was dope, right? But the energy from other artists was amazing. And let me tell y'all why. From my backstory of doing open mics with my bro C4, rest in peace, man. That's my brother, man. That's my brother. But we're gonna dig into my brother C4, the history of C4 a little time later down the line. But that night was so nostalgic. It reminded me of some of those days when me and my brother C4 used to run through the open mic scenery in Minnesota, you know? But I'm so used to when it's events like this, like I said, I'm used to people showing up late. It was already, the crowd was already rocking early in the game. The overall thing I appreciate the most of me being there, it was very little egotistical artists there. Not that marinade. Kick my feet up one time. No, y'all ain't hearing me, man. Listen, if there's anything I experienced before in the music scenery, when it comes to some of these events, whether it's open mic, whether you actually have a set to perform, a 30-minute set or whatever, you come across other artists that is so egotistical to the point they hate and strongly dislike to see their entourage showing you love. I can't make this up. If there's any artist that's watching this video, tell me when I'm lying. Tell me you ain't never performed somewhere and you felt that hostile energy from a fellow artist. You don't even know this person. You don't know him at all. First time crossing paths. But because you rock the stage and the people in their entourage fuck with it, they don't like that. They don't like that. Just to see everybody on one accord. What I took from that night, everybody was there with a purpose. Everybody wanted to be heard at some point in time. And I love it. Variety of dope ass artists there. So shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all.
Okay, nice bro. We are moving, bro. What's good, man?
Come on. Yeah.
Big time.
Now, let's get to what I've been hearing, the overall, what I've liked, my highs and lows. Now, my highs is a lot of the artists was there with a purpose. No hostile energy. It might have been one fender bender that was about to happen, but they kind of deaded that immediately. So that ain't about nothing. But everybody was good energy, good vibes. Like I felt right at home. You know what I'm saying? So that speaks volumes to me personally. Everybody was there to have a good time. You had a handful of artists there, and then you had a lot of people that are just trying to catch a vibe, want to hear something. I know it was some engineers and some higher tier people there that was blended in. I don't know who's who. I was just there for the experience. Hopefully they was there to see me rock the stage because I brought that shit down. Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
They try back when I get in the groove, and whoever in the mood, then you better be cool, ain't no better than you. When I'm drilling, I'm killing, no for some lemon, no ready, be that way with the truth. Swooping and cracking, but sick of the vision, with them, I bring the battle, put the head of my fingers, get the machete, get down, so clean my medication, I get it ready, no animal. I'm back at it like a surgical medic, and panic, and medic, but still got the nerve to do damage, but that is the way we gon' have to find a number to heaven, the kind of the message, the rest of my sister, the month, present now. No love, nigga, fuck that. They gon' love, I'm a fuck back.
The fact that it was a variety of different styles of music under the same roof. You can't ask for nothing better than that. You really can't. Oh, another high, I gotta say, they drink was actually pretty good. So shout out to them. Price wise, it was reasonable. It wasn't nothing too over the edge, over the top. And the liquor wasn't watered down. And for me being VIP, every time I buy a drink, I get a card with a QR code that give me exclusive sample packs, more beats, more sounds that I could use for my production, which is pretty dope. So I appreciate y'all for that. What else? Oh man, hold on. Uh-oh. Hey, I might have lost weight, but hey, when the man hungry, a man can still eat. You hear me? You hear me? Hey, they got some pretty good tacos up there. I ain't gonna leave it lie. They were selling tacos for, I think, anywhere between $3-4. Chicken and steak tacos, they both wasn't bad. I like the conveniency of it because the thing is, we're downtown Chicago, it's food everywhere, but the fact I didn't even have to leave, I've already been drinking, you know what I'm saying? I'm already wavy, I was already wavy, and then the tacos was just right there. Tacos was actually pretty good. Shout out to the chef. Now, let's talk about my lows. So my biggest lows are for the artists that performed there. All right, so check this out, y'all. I gotta put my drink down for this one because I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from as an artist that does the same shit that y'all love doing too. And me being the person I am, I take my craft extremely serious. Anything I do, it's not even just music. Whatever I do, I give it my best. I'm always doing anything and everything at a high clip. This is my takeaway. So as a consumer sitting back observing, what I didn't like a lot, it was a lot of artists performing, right? So when I say a lot of artists, when I saw the opportunity where I can perform, I think I was on, about time they put me on the list, I was probably 100 or something, like the early hundreds, right? So that tells you right now, there was a lot of artists that were trying to get their shit off. This is what I didn't like. I witnessed a lot of amateur shit that night. A lot of amateur shit that night. Listen, to any artist that was there that night performing, hit me up. I don't want y'all to take this the wrong way. I don't want y'all to think I'm better than y'all, none of that shit. I'm giving y'all some straight game, free game. I'm giving y'all the same experience I had to learn on my own. So take this shit and run with it, you hear me? One of the biggest things I've noticed that night, there were way too many artists that night that was forgetting their lyrics to their own songs. How do you do that? How do you do that? Listen to me. You only got 3 minutes. So each artist only had 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes to make a good impression. Now, me personally, I don't need to mix my songs up. I'm going to get straight to the point. You get what I'm saying? You guys have 3 minutes. And you mean to tell me it's artists up there forgetting their lyrics to the point I started to see artists up there just spitting their ad-libs. The track is carrying a whole song and the guy be like, until I find some, what else? No, you don't do that. When you trying to get some exposure and you got to treat this shit like this might be my first and last time I ever have an opportunity like this. Whatever you trying to gain from it, you got to come correct. You got to know your shit. When I was seeing that night, that really was pissing me off. I don't even know these people. But just as an artist that respect the craft, I'm seeing a lot of people on stage forgetting their lyrics. I didn't like that. This is to my fellow artists. Here's another tip, free game 101. When you know you're going to perform and you already know what you're going to perform, make 2 copies of your show mix. Hit me up. Now, me being an MC that I am, ideally, I would prefer to perform my music without the track playing over in the background. I want my instrumental and I'm gonna keep my ad-libs on the track. I want to carry the song and spit it myself. I'm gonna spit the verse myself. However, there might be a possibility where you don't know the quality of the sound at the event you're going to. So if you ain't never do a mic check, you want to have a backup, meaning this would be the only time I would say, use the actual recorded track and just perform over that. If the sound quality is not that great, that's when you use that. But if you got some good ass sound quality, I would recommend you using the track where your verse is not on there, just your ad-libs and the beat. So artist to artist, free game 101. Come with 2 copies of your show mix. One without your verse on there and another one with your verse on there. The regular song as a whole, then you're going to have the one with just your ad-libs and the beat. So you prepare for whatever moment that makes sense to you in that time. That play part with the position of how you holding the mic while you performing, as well as the sound quality of the event as a whole. So now going back to my last dislike, I would say this. So the event itself, when I went up the stairs, everything was on one side of the venue at first. And then eventually they opened up the other side. That's the side y'all saw me perform on. Now that side was dope too. But here's the pros and cons. The original first side, what they consider their main stage, I feel like the sound quality was better there. From the microphone to the levels of the music and everything. The sound quality was better there. But I feel like anytime I seen artists perform over there, They was half stepping. Not all of them, not all of them, but some of them, a nice portion of them. But when they opened up the side where I was at, I witnessed artists performing way better performances. But the lack of not projecting their vocals properly, on top of the sound levels wasn't as crisp as on the other side. The speakers was knocking, but compared to the other side, they had speakers by the stage and the speakers all up on the wall. On the other side, they were just having to come out the main speakers on the stage. You get what I'm saying? So now you got artists that's performing, but they levels ain't right with their audio, or the audio mixing and levels just ain't right as a whole. So this is where the professionalism come in there. You got to know how to project your vocals. You got to know how. And the trick that I like to use, if I'm rapping, whether I'm rapping over a track that I already recorded, or if I'm rapping over a track that just got my ad-libs, I try to sound as much identical as I can to the original track. I don't want to try to shift the tone and none of that. And I get it, live performers could do that sometimes, but I don't like to scream. My voice too deep anyway, I can't scream. So that was my last takeaway. The overall event, it was fire. It was fire. I love the vibe. It was cool people there. I saw some dope artistry. Would I do it again? I would. Would I pay VIP? That's something people would ask me. Would I pay VIP? Yes, but I'm okay if I don't either. If I could still perform and still enjoy the ambiance of everything, I don't necessarily have to pay the VIP. But the VIP did come with some perks, so I ain't gonna play the role like it did. It definitely came with some perks. So I would say, would I go again? Yes. Do I have to get the VIP tickets again? Not necessarily, but I won't consider it a waste of money either. You get what I'm saying? So off the first experience, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Like I said, what's stopping it from being a perfect was some of the dislikes, like I said. From the venue itself, the quality was a hit or miss in certain aspects, but then part of it is because I saw a lot of amateur shit with some of these artists. So that's what made it so nostalgic for me. It made me think about when I first started doing music, you know what I mean? So I remember when I wasn't the best performer. You understand that? Hey, what I just did that night, that's the first time I blessed the stage in 3-4 years. I ain't saying I was perfect. Did I feel good? Absolutely. Felt like I never lost a step. Did I get in my bag? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, yes, life is what you make it, but if you're going to make something out of it, make it count. That's my time. I love y'all. Y'all know how we rock, man. It's yours truly, Mr. Hughes. Until next time, listen to me, y'all. We finna go down this whole journey. Y'all about to love what's about to happen, man. I ain't gonna tell y'all what's next, but I'll give y'all a heads up on one of the things. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of backstory of Mr. Hughes from my journey of music as a whole. Because in all reality, the only people that knew me from back then as Lil Tone was the people that was around back then. But it's 2026. I got to think about the people that don't know who I am. This might be your first time meeting me. This might be your first time ever hearing about me. So it's only right I give y'all the backstory, and I promise y'all, I'm gonna walk y'all down. I'm gonna walk y'all down, and I'm gonna let y'all hear some of this music during that era too, so y'all can see the growth. I want y'all to see where I'm going. I want y'all to feel where I'm going. You hear me? Because I'm telling you, the shit that I'm cooking up right now, you don't want to miss this. You really don't. I'm pressured. I'm about to apply a lot of pressure, man. Do you hear me? Do y'all hear me? Meantime, between time, I want everybody to have a positive day. I want everybody to have a productive day. And remember, it's okay to sit on your ass sometime. Just don't get too comfortable doing it. You hear me?
Hey, yo, Hughes, you alright or whatever?